What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back at Dealer Auto Auction here in Oklahoma City. We have got some cars to go through today, so let's not waste any time and let's get to it. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you guys through some of these cars. Tomorrow's the auction. Everything is previewed today. So this is the day everybody's going to be out here looking at all of the vehicles, because tomorrow morning, bright and early, the auction starts. Now, I was going to try to start this little deal of mine, well, a week or so ago, but I got in the auction way too late, and I missed out on 90% of the vehicles I was interested in. So I got kind of bummed and I gave up. Now, I'm actually interested in this, or I didn't realize it had 200,000 miles on it. This is a 2017 GMC Yukon XL. All right, it's the extended wheelbase. It's an SLT. It's got a lot of miles on it, but there's something about it that I saw that kind of already turned me off from it. The body looks pretty good. Honestly, I'd probably be more interested in the CRV over here, CRZ, I'm sorry, CRV. I'm gonna show you right now. Boom. Well, it takes me back to the day, man. Back to the day when I was out here driving around for Uber. I remember, I have not forgotten, it was not that long ago. What, like 5 years? 5 or 6 years, something like that. I was doing Uber. That was a fun and difficult job. I noticed immediately bald tire up front. That's not a good sign, guys. That's not a good sign that it was taken care of. Another bald tire, both of them on the outside, could just need an alignment, or with those miles probably needs some type of suspension work. The interior, oh yes, yummy. That is, yeah, there's your third row seats. I always like to put the seats up if they're folded down, because I want to see if there's any damage. Sometimes to hide damage, someone will put the seat down so you won't see it. You just assume that it's good when it's not. I mean, it looks, so far it looks pretty decent. It's just going to need a little bit of work. The seat's actually not too bad. Pre-tensioner is good. Let's hop in and let's fire this thing up. All right, it runs. The steering almost feels too loose. It almost feels too good. Wow. The steering is super, super easy on this. I doubted this at first, but this could be exactly what I was talking about. Number one, it's high miles, guys. 180,000 miles. A lot of people are going to walk away from this just because of the mileage alone. Then it doesn't look very good. You've got an Uber sticker, so people know it was used for rideshare. It needs tires. The interior and exterior are not in the best looking condition, but this is something that should clean up very, very nicely. You've got your little stash box right here. You guys know about this? Yeah. You could hide whatever you want back there. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying you could hide whatever you want back there. We're going to test out the air conditioning, obviously. That's very important. This one does have ventilated seats, which is really nice. I can already tell you AC works. Really? So this is probably a trade-in. Reverse, yes. Drive, yes. It's completely out of fuel. The important window, uh-oh. Okay, the important window works. Less important window works. Express up and down, both ways works. Very nice. Very nice. This is not four-wheel drive. That's kind of a shame. You got parking sensors, you got your lane departure warning, traction control, you can move your pedals up and down, headlights, fog lights, and that's it. Engine sounds good. Engine sounds real good. This is almost better than I would have expected. There's your key fob. I think it needs another one of those. Like I said, air conditioning is very cold. You got a wireless charger here, which is really nice. It's a newer model. This isn't terribly old. Let's open up this. I think did we already open this? I think we did. Let me do it one more time. What's interesting about this one is it has the tow cover, which these things never have those. Never. Look at all the room back here in the XL. Lots of space. Very nice. I'm digging this. I mean, it's still going to go for some money, guys. I don't want you, when I say it's going to go cheap, I don't want you thinking cheap like we normally think on the channel. Again, we're not looking at, you know, $5,000 here. I don't know exactly what this one would go for, but it's not going to be a $5,000 SUV. But I do have some money up, and it does look like she might potentially have a slight miss. I think it does. But the check engine light's not on. I wonder if someone cleared the codes before it got sent to auction. Well, either way, well, it's out of gas too, guys. It sounds healthy to me. It does. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on my list, guys. I like it. Let's take a look here. We got a 2015 Chevy Suburban with 164,000 miles on. Now, I know we just looked at one, but I kind of want one. Let's take a look around. This one's a little rough, kind of like the other one. I kind of like the other one better. Ooh, this is covered in paint. Yeah, paint spilled all over back here. It's everywhere. That's crazy. This has less miles, and it's not in as good a condition. Oh, take a look at this. Electrical tape holding the trim panel on there. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm already pretty much not interested in this one. It's got dings all over it. This is worse than the other one. Let's turn that down. You got the same little hideaway thing right there. Oh heck, this thing's got all kinds of stuff in it, man. House keys, a light bulb. People hide stuff there, then they forget about it. Steering feels just as good in this one as it did in the other one. Turn that off. Brakes feel good. Reverse was a little sluggish. Yeah. The gears are a little sluggish in this one, guys. I don't know about this. Important window works. Less important window works. The steering, as I said, feels good. It does go into gear. This is not 4x4 either. Basically, it's the same damn thing we just looked at. It is. Except I think this is just a little bit older. This does not have ventilated seats either. Air conditioning is on, but I'm not feeling cold air anywhere. No. That's air from the outside blowing in here, and that's all that is. So the AC is not functioning on this either. Well, damn, guys. I really wanted to like this. Unfortunately, I don't think this one's going to be for me. I like the other one better. So, not going to waste your time. We're just going to shut her down and move on to the next. Next, we got a 2018 Chrysler 300 with 82,000 miles on the odometer. She doesn't look too bad. Good tires, wheels look nice. Miles aren't too bad. There's a few little cosmetic issues, nothing major. There's one right there. But again, overall, the car looks really nice. Even though it's a V6, I really don't like the V6, but I love the body styling of this car. It looks really good. Kind of got a cracked trim around your grille there. But again, no big deal. Let's take a look at the interior. Is it leather? No, it is not leather. All right. Ooh, boy, it smells. Ooh, wow. That's that's a little rough. That's a little rough. Not gonna lie, it's a little rough. It's bad in here. Some trim coming off. Again, nothing too crazy. Looks like we got one key fob right there. No remote start on this one. That's a shame. Fires right up. I hate to close myself in here, but important window does work. It's got less important window works. Steering feels good. Brakes feel good. Drive. Yes. Reverse. Yes. Back to park. Let's turn on the air conditioning. It's already on low. AC. Let's get that going. Lights on the dash. Well, 19 average miles per gallon. That's not bad. This is a pretty big car. Check engine light is on, but it seems to be running fine. Give her a little rev. Engine sounds healthy. Lights. Signals. Yes to all. Windshield wipers. Yes. Air conditioning is ice cold. The radio. Yeah, radio works as well. Books in the glove box. That's a big fat no. No books in the glove box. But this isn't too bad. She'll clean up all right. Figure out why that check engine light's on and take care of that. We'll go ahead and pop the trunk and the hood. Take a quick look at that as well. She runs great. I like the color. I actually really do like this color. Oh. Well, no tire, no tools. It's kind of a downer. We'll get through it though. It's not that big of a deal. And let's see what she's got going on under here. I assume this is at, what is it, 3.6 liter V6? It'll say up here somewhere, blah, 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 3.6. Right there, yeah. You know, it's all right. It's all right, not too bad. Prefer a Hemi. A little bit of damage here. There's overspray here. This doesn't line up with this. The hood doesn't line up. She's definitely been in some kind of a front end accident, but overall it doesn't look bad. In fact, I really do. I kind of like it. I think she looks pretty good. All right, that was quick. That's probably the fastest we've ever gone through a car. I'm gonna put this one on the list. We're gonna move on. Now here's an example of something you gotta watch out for, and not just this auction, any auction, all right? This is a 2020 Hyundai Launcher, only got 35,000 miles on it, right? So you think can't be anything wrong with this car. That's actually not true. As you look around, I don't know if you noticed, but I immediately noticed a difference in paint color, and it started right here from the bumper to the quarter. I saw it again on the front end of the car as well. I also noticed severe gap issues right there. Those gaps are not right. Gaps on the back are definitely not right. You got the bumper sticking out here. It's pushed in here. You got overspray here. No, that is not right. But it gets worse. As you go to the front, this bumper is tucked in too far and pushed out too far. The hood doesn't line up at all. You've got a somewhat good gap there, and then one you could put your whole finger down here. Same thing, you got a lot of paint differences between the bumper and the fender over here. And that paint feels really, really bad. That's not good at all. So she's got work done to the front and the back, and that paint just does not match up. What do you think the chances are the airbag light is on? I'm gonna say the chances are very, very high on this one that we have an airbag light. Let's see. We do. Yes, we do. I knew it. No, we don't. Okay, well, props. Obviously I don't know who owns the car, but props to you for taking care of the airbag light. That's pretty cool. All right, this is not one I'm interested in. Yeah, she goes forward and backwards. Steers fine, brakes feel good, but like truthfully, this, being that it's wrecked, this is not one that I would want to try to resell. And I know what you're thinking, but Randy, you've made an entire living buying cars on Copart and reselling them. Yes, I understand that, but seriously, if we're going to start taking this more seriously, really trying to get into some nicer cars, I don't mind if one has been damaged and put back together. I really prefer to avoid salvage altogether if I'm going to be doing, trying to do this the way I want to do it. I would try to avoid salvage because obviously that takes away from the value of the car. But even if this was a clean title, I wouldn't touch it because the paintwork is so bad. The paint's going to come off of that bumper, the front and the back. The paint will start coming off, and you're going to leave a customer with a bad taste in their mouth. I don't want to do that. Not to mention the lines are just, they're really bad. I could not do that in good conscience. So moving on. And if you're waiting for the thumbnail, well, here you go. A 2015 Scion FRS. I think it's got 90,000 miles on the odometer. She's a little rough, if I'm being completely honest. ESR wheels, tires look good. The exhaust is something. This back here is something. Crunched in the quarter. Dings all over it. A little bit of possibly real carbon fiber, maybe plastic. Front bumper, definitely a different bumper. It's been repainted and the paint's already peeling off of it as well. The hood, gouged, dents, hail damage. It's a lot rougher than it looks. If you're looking at pictures or video, this thing probably looks pristine. Let me assure you, it is not. The good news is the interior is pretty decent. It's really not bad in here. It smells decent. The seats need a deep cleaning. But overall, not too shabby. The best part of this, oh, they tricked me. They tricked me. Son of a gun. I thought this was a stick shift. That's the only reason I was looking at it. The only reason I was interested in this is because when I looked in the door, it looked like this was a stick shift. And I was like, oh man, it's a stick. Yeah, I would try this. I would try this. I just went for the clutch. There's no clutch, Randy. There's no clutch. Oh my. That sounds like it's straight piped. Oh, yeah, that's straight piped, I think. We have a check engine light, a traction control light, TPMS lights. Air conditioning is cold though, so that's something. There's reverse. There's drive. This sounds awful. Important window works, less important window works. This, I don't know guys. Personally, I would be embarrassed to drive this. I would, this is not something that I would be out driving around in, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off. That is wild. That is wild. Let's see, where's the hood? The hood release here. Okay. Oh, that fender is all smashed up too. She is rough, guys. Well, looks pretty normal under the hood, aside from you're missing your fender liner on that side, missing your fender liner on this side. This thing's really rough. All right, well, since we looked at the other hoopty, we'll go ahead and look at one that isn't. At least I don't think so. This is a 2017 Toyota 86 with 45,000 miles on the odometer. She is a little rough. It used to be orange. It appears to have a wrap over it currently. But this one looks a whole lot better-ish. Well, until you get to here. You know what I mean? What is that? Huh. Oh boy. Tires look okay. She's got some dings and dents, and this one's the more I look at it, the rougher it looks. It used to be orange. You can see this wrap is just kind of coming apart here. I actually like the orange better. I'd prefer if it was an orange. This one looks like it might actually be a manual transmission. It's dirty, but that's okay. It's got power. That's what's important. So we can at least fire it up. Tell me there's a clutch. There is. Thank God. I thought someone might have been screwing with me. Again, making these automatics look like manuals. All right. Oh, boy, that shifter is no joke. You would think this was an Indy car or something, man. Wow. Yeah, very, very short throw shifter. Where is my push to start button? Wow, that is such a short throw. We got to kick on that air conditioner immediately. Woo! It is hot today, guys. I'm not even joking. It is warm today. All right, we got the AC on. You can hear that exhaust. Let's see what lights we got on the dash. We have a TPMS light, no big deal. Check engine light, could be a big deal. It's hard to tell, so we don't have a scanner. Only 45,000 miles on the odometer. E-brake, well, there we go. E-brake feels good. That shifter, man, wow. Okay, we have a traction control mode and a track mode. Interesting. Ooh. Well, she didn't seem to like that very much, did she? That wasn't me. It's just kind of not running too great right now. Let that clutch out. Sounds all right. Windows work, both. Steering feels decent. Headlights, fog lights are on. Signals are on. They work. Air conditioning does not feel particularly great right now. If it's on, I'm not feeling it. Lovely. We'll crank it up just a little bit more, maybe to get better. I don't think so. I don't think the AC works in this. That is wild, man. 45,000 miles, no air conditioning? Okay, well, wipers work. Let's pop the hood. It sounds like it might be running a little rough. Maybe she's all right. Dang fart can, man. Somebody riced the living crap out of this one. We got a cold air intake and somebody cut into the core support. Cut into the core support there, and I don't know if you noticed that, but yeah, she has a turbo. That's not factory, guys. That's a little bitty turbo. She's got a turbo and a teeny tiny little air filter there. Oh boy. Hell, with a turbo, this car could be a lot of fun. Kind of a sleeper, really. The issue is, and there is no AC, by the way, just hang that up, turn that off. I don't know. It's so hard to tell. The problem with this car is, I'm looking for the key, there isn't one. The problem that I have with this car is the aftermarkets. Yeah, it's really cool, but at the same time, like, you've cut into the core support. It's going to take the right kind of person to see this car and say, hey man, I want that. It could sit a while, and sitting is not good because that's money that is just being tied up. You guys comment below and tell me what you think, though. I'm going to put it on my list because I am somewhat considering this car. I kind of like it. I do. With that turbo, I think it'd be fun to get it out, do some donuts, and maybe have a little fun drifting. So I was over there looking at other cars, and I saw this kind of in the distance. This is the one we looked at already. 79,000 miles, 2006, 750. I think this is a 750. We couldn't get it started because the hood wouldn't open. Trunk wouldn't open, battery's dead. Huh, it's still here. Is this coming up this week? I don't know, it doesn't say. It says 316, not 323. Anyway, if you missed it, here it is. The hood release is broken, like completely destroyed. You'd need some tools to get in there, and obviously they don't let you bring tools, so if this one comes back up on the lot, though, if it comes back up for sale, I am bidding on this, even though I don't know if it runs or not, because I really like this car. Next, and I think last on my list, a beautiful white BMW 335. It doesn't have a sticker on it, so I don't know what year it is. We'll take a quick peek. This one is a 2014 335. I hope it's got power because I'd really like to fire this up. The tires are decent. The wheels, X-Drive, so it's all-wheel drive. 535, that's the one you want. This is my kind of favorite. Aside from the M cars, of course, this sucker is my favorite. Now, the 1 Series and the 3 Series are smaller, they're lighter, they're faster, true, but there's something to me about a 5 Series or an E-Class. An E-Class and a 5 Series are just, it's it for me when it comes to BMW and Mercedes, man. Like, I really, really like these. The keys are up here. One key fob. And Ooh. 150,000 miles, and it has a rod knock. Well, that's a that's a good way to end my interest in this car. Well, that one didn't work out, so I figure we'll just kind of walk around and see if there's anything else worth checking out on this row before I close out the video. And another 300. Oh, this is from February. 205,000 miles. I'm thinking these are probably not for sale, guys. Yeah, these probably aren't for sale. Chevy Equinox. So they stuck these way back out here. Maybe these are cars that either dealers didn't pick up that didn't sell, cars that sold that the people that won them did not pick up. Who knows? Maybe they're in arbitration. All right, well, we're getting close to the end. I think as far as this video is concerned, we're finished. I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed the content, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you would, please share the video on social media with your friends. It goes a long way to help support the channel. Till next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.